What's going on with everybody? It is 4/6/2022 out here, and it's 8:06 in the West, so it makes it 11 o'clock in the East Coast, 10:06 Central, 9:06 Mountain, 6:07 out in Hawaii. We're just going to chop on in. I hope everybody is well. This will be my last stream this month. I ain't gonna be on honestly like for a while. You might see me on Ticket and Showtime and if LB do one, or whatever, you know. But y'all ain't gonna hardly ever see me, cause I'm on a mission. I got time to chop it up and see what's going on with everybody. I'm just gonna get into the NBA right quick, and then we'll focus back to college. But I hope everybody is having a good morning, man. Salute. My bad. I was smoking, man, and blazing, and then I was trying to go live, and it won't let me go live outside. So when I do take my first break, I already got it. Got a roll. Still smoking them loser packs. So I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear nothing. That's from NBA to college or anything. It's no excuses over here. No excuses. I don't want to hear no excuses. None. No excuses. I don't want to hear excuses about injuries, anything like that. Period. The player didn't get it done. They didn't get it done. That's just, y'all just got to cut out all that unnecessary stuff. The excuses, man. They don't make it. They don't make excuses for us in our lives, especially as a man. You got to go out there and get it. Let's get to the scoreboard from last night's games. We have Philadelphia winning 131-122. Orlando beat Cleveland 120-115. Brooklyn beat Houston 118-105. Miami beat Charlotte 144-115. Toronto 118-108 over Atlanta. Milwaukee beat Chicago 127-106. Washington beat Minnesota 132-114. And Oklahoma City Thunder beat Portland 98-94. And the Spurs beat Denver 116-97. Utah beat Memphis in overtime 125-115. The Pelicans beat Sacramento 123-109. And Phoenix won 121-110. Now let's go to playoffs. Let's go to the standings. All right. The standings goes in the East goes as such. Miami is the number 1 seed, 52-28. We have Boston 49-30. They have the 2 seed. Then the 3 seed is Milwaukee. They are 49-30. The 4 seed is the Sixers 49-30. Toronto is 46-33. And 7 through 10 goes as such. You got Cleveland 43-37. The 8 seed is Brooklyn 41-38. Atlanta is 41-38. Charlotte is 40-39. Now, I'm just gonna go to the West right quick. The West is the Phoenix Suns. They clinched playoffs. They clinched the number 1 seed, and they got playoff home field advantage all the way throughout the playoffs. That's including the NBA Finals. That's if they make it. Okay, that's why a lot of people play for home court, have that number 1 seed, so you can put it on your home floor. You have 4 games on your home floor if it goes to 7. Then you got Memphis to 2. They're 55-24. Then you got the Warriors 50-29. Then you got Luca and the Mavs. They 49-30. Donovan and the Jazz are 47-32. The Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic, they 47-33. And the 8 seed is the Clippers. Now, the season would have ended today. The Clippers and the Brooklyn Nets would have been the 8 seeds, but you know they had to play in. So, um, the 9 seed is the Pelicans. They 35-44, and you have the Spurs in the play-in tournament. And the loss from the last night made the Lakers eliminated from the playoffs. Now let's get to the college game between Kansas and North Carolina. And this is the thing with me with headlines, because even during the whole college basketball season, and shout out to the Lady Gamecocks too, because I remember when college basketball season started, I made my little predictions, and my predictions was right again. Um, I just felt like South Carolina was had something to prove, had a chip on his shoulder. Um, they played UConn like they played UConn like early, like first game of the year. No, they played him in the tournament. I forgot which tournament it was, and yeah, they beat the living smack out of them. Um, and then they did the same thing in the women's national championship game. Shout out to Don Stanley. She won 2 championships. Gotta give her credit, man. She's one of the baddest sisters I ever seen play ball. But I knew a lot of girls that played in the South, Virginia, and you had Louisiana Tech, you had Texas Tech, you had Georgia, LSU, uh, Florida. Uh, of course, you can't forget about them Carolina girls, them Duke girls. Um, Leaving the girls in the Midwest like the Jackie Styles. She was one of the best female players I seen in the Midwest when I was growing up. That girl was she was just a killer. But I'm just glad that South Carolina was able to handle their business, and they did what they were supposed to do. They handled their business, man, and they was on a mission. Um, the guard stepped up. Henderson was huge. She had 30 points. Zaya Cook, it was one of her best games in the tournament. She played under control. She had like one bad turnover that wasn't cool, but it's just a learning experience. And then South Carolina, they're gonna be scared because they got the number one recruiting class next year. So they trying to get Aaliyah Boston to go, who was the most outstanding player. Um, they're gonna have Zaya Cook coming back. She gonna be a senior. And then you got them freshman girls that played in the championship game. And then you got bringing in, man, it's gonna be crazy. Not only just South Carolina, but all these teams, man. NC State, Louisville, UConn gonna be in a part of it again. College basketball is just crazy, man. I like that Don Staley. She got a little dance off, man. Well deserving, man. Them girls had a goal, had a mission, and their mission was to get back to the championship because they missed that ease. She missed that putback. I won't say it was an easy putback when it's pressure, but sometimes the shot don't go in, and it didn't go in for her. She was like the biggest mean, because Stanford won and everything like that, and da 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 da. But um, I just felt like UConn should have been there. Granted, they did. I felt like NC State should have been there. I felt like NC State got hold on some calls here and there, especially crucial at the end of the game that really dictate why the game went into overtime. But But saying that, congratulations, South Carolina Gamecocks. I picked them in the beginning of the season. I did my top 25 on the men, and then I did the women's, and I picked Kansas as well. Um, Now let's just talk about the season from this year. Um, the national championship is staying in the Big 12 conference. It's the first time ever that the Big 12 had back-to-back national championships. Last year was Baylor. This year was Kansas. Um, I had to give Carolina a lot of credit, man. I honestly, I watched the first half and I was so heated for the first half. I went to bed. Like, like, like I never. Um, Carolina were just way big. They were just being more physical. I was surprised at the rebound margin. You know what I mean? But then again, Ambaji, he missing free throws and everything. I thought the most outstanding player should have been David McCormick, um, because we wouldn't have been nothing without him. I thought, bro, I ended up watching the game last night. Watched it 3 times just to make sure. Um, and and Carolina was in it, man. Carolina was in it for the taking. They wanted it more. And I felt like once Kansas went 7-0, they just relaxed. They just thought like, okay, and that's one thing about a team that's battle tested. I know Carolina got the headlines after they beat Duke and everybody picked them to win it, but I just felt like if Kansas come out and just play their game and just come out and put defense on it like they did in the second half, they should have did that from the jump. They were just walking up the floor. They were just taking their time. I was just sitting there, and then they were just reverting back to things like they was doing in early in the season, and and I just couldn't take that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, but nevertheless, the boys got it done, man. And even after college basketball season's over, they still ain't even talking about them in no media outlets or no one. But shout out to the Jayhawks, man. I know the homies in Kansas, man, and Lawrence, man. They've been sending me pictures, but what's been going down out there and everything like that. They've been talking about them, but let's just keep it real. If Carolina would have won that shit, they would still talk about these niggas today because, you know, hey, just think about it. When you defy a storyline, they don't even talk about you. Like Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA Finals. They talked about them for 2 days, and that was it. They ain't even talking about Kansas at all, even during the Final Four season. And I felt like to them that was a chip on their shoulder too. Cause I know they heard the noise, and that nigga Remy, they wouldn't have won that game without Remy. Defense started off. I see what Selford did in the beginning. It's the dude I told y'all that was gonna have a good game defensively, DeJuan Harris, and he did. And once he started getting in the defense, he started making out Caleb Love. He shot bad. I thought Carolina they didn't go to Manic more. Um, they settled too much. They really settled too much. And McCormick and Bangkok, two Virginia homies who actually know each other, grew up playing ball against one another. Um, that was about. I didn't like Bangkok. Unfortunately, twisted his ankle like with 30 seconds left or whatever. But Kansas dodged a bullet though. But I gotta give credit to them boys, man. Hey, I seen them come back all year long. You know what I mean? I just, and then me personally watching all their games, and not just Kansas. I watch all these teams, man, especially the Big 12, who I think since 2000 and I say from 20, I think for the last 3 years, it's has been the better, has been the best conference. Cause the COVID year was 2020. Kansas was number one. Two was Baylor that season. I think Gonzaga was like three, and then Obi Toppin team they was in the top 10. I think they was like 4 or 5 somewhere in there. That team didn't even get a chance to play in the tournament because they shut it down because of COVID. Hey, congratulations, Bill Self and them boys, man. Um, and I always said this. I know, look, comparing all these Kansas teams. Hey, this team just got it done. This team was very connected. And McCormick and Abachi, seen them grow over these 4 years and end up going out like that on top. It's a good thing for them boys, man. Next year they got a good recruiting class coming in, and a lot of these players that's on, a few players like Devon Harris and Braun and who else, and an old boy from Texas, man. Yeah, they, and mixed in with the freshmen is AJ Adams. He's gonna get more playing time next year. Um, they do got a small forward that's coming there next year. That's highly recruited, really nice. We just gonna see what they're gonna do, man. But then again, congratulations to them Tar Heels, man, because them boys came ready to play, man, and and they was playing with house money. But to the homie who said that I was a lucky picking person and everything, that helped you win a lot of money. And to those who's been messaging me say I won you a lot of money cause y'all picked the teams that I picked. Hey, I appreciate it. You're welcome. You could have hooked a nigga up with something on a Cash App or PayPal. You didn't have to throw in my face how much money y'all won and stuff from the bets and stuff, but it is what it is. I don't bet, like I said. I don't bet. It was just a great season overall. From top to bottom, it was just great. It was just a great season. Now we know that once college basketball season is over with, now we can focus on the NBA playoffs. Actually, we gotta worry about the play-in first. They just can't just be like back in the days, 1 versus 8 and just go, two, like it's supposed to be. But we just gonna see. I'm about to drop the link to let everybody come in. Y'all wanna come in and chop it up? If not, I'll go dolo. And I'm just gonna debunk something that Mr. Shannon Sharp sat there and said. Now they talking about if RoboCop deserved to be first team. Me, I say no, because I'm just gonna put it like this: was Bradley Beal first team? Do anybody in the chat know this? Was Bradley Beal first team when he led the league in scoring and his team wasn't in the playoffs? Can anybody answer me that? Was Bradley Beal a first team All NBA the year that he led the league in scoring? The link has been dropped. Salute Big Worm, my boy 3000. What's good, family? Tink Tank, what's good, family? George is in the house. PSN, Tennessee, was good. 360 Kings was good. And in the words of my boy, great Bill Raftery, Remy is good in the evening. What's up, Zeddy?
What's up, T-Price?
Long time, man. I've been seeing your comments, man. You be commenting on Too Raw shit, man. I've been seeing your little comments, man. Everything, man, was good with, man.
I'm just like telling the truth.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, they said now they talking about should he play? Okay, this is the thing. Do you know this question? I asked people in the stream.
Go ahead.
Comments. That year Bradley Beal led the league in scoring. Was he first team All NBA?
Not that I would call.
So why the fuck LeBron should be?
Man, you shouldn't, bro.
And you shouldn't, dude. I say third team. This is why, dude.
Wait.
I won't even say third team. Go ahead, man. I'll let you cook.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I've been talking enough. Go ahead, cook.
Man, if
Man, if
Kobe
Kobe
did
did
this
this
and
and
like
like Mr.
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 Glass
Glass
with
with
like
like
Obby's
Obby's
how
how
famous,
famous
he would
he
be
would be
getting
getting
like
like
cooked.
cooked.
He
He
wouldn't
wouldn't
be getting beats
beats
past
past it
like from the
like from the
median.
median.
Yeah, we already know why. Also, why though? Too the
I
media,
I
know,
know,
but
but
but the
yeah, it's
media is
it's
totally
probably
yeah. But we already know when Kobe did it. Um, I think he was he?
when
when
Kobe did
Kobe did
what?
what?
When Kobe led the league in scoring, that year, was he injured that year? I think
I
was
think
that
I
the
he
year
was
think
he
he
was?
was
injured,
injured,
Yeah, he was
but
injured.
but
Yeah, so he missed too many
but he
games
gave
and he
up
but
the
he
went
gave up the
scoring
public.
scoring
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 titles.
titles.
Yeah,
But y'all
But
want to
y'all want to
call that
call
man
that man
self.
self.
LeBron is
LeBron is play
some
is
of the
some of the
most
most
selfish
selfish
basketball
basketball
I've ever
I've ever
seen in my
seen in my,
and no
and
one's
no one's
calling
calling
him
him
calling him
calling
out.
him out.
mm-hmm. Oh no, I just got offered this job as a as a epic as a travel epic coordinator. I don't know. I'm
Oh,
Oh,
thinking
good.
good.
about. Yeah, I'm thinking about. It throws it on me. It's 80 hours a week and
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
good
good
money.
money.
epic coordinator. Yeah, cause you know I'm trying to move down south anyway. You dig what I'm saying? So
Okay.
Okay.
yeah. So when I
Where you
Where you
trying to
trying to
move
move
to?
to?
either it's probably gonna be either Louisiana, Texas, or
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah.
I know family. I got family in Georgia, so
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm
living in
living in
Georgia.
Georgia.
all my family in Georgia. Majority of my family's in Georgia, and I got a few in South Carolina. I got a few in
Yeah.
Florida, and I got a cousin stay in Alabama. One of my first cousins stay in Alabama, and I got a cousin that stay in San Diego, and I got a cousin that stay in Alaska. She's in the Air
Oh
Force.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
She's in the Air Force. I can't imagine how my cousin feel growing up in that hotness and then living in one of the
Oh
Oh
yeah.
coldest
yeah.
places in the
No.
world. Man, she been there forever too. She's been there for like about over 15 years. We're the same age, around the same age. Shout out to
Oh
my
yeah.
peach, man. That's out there, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
used to
used
the
to the
heat.
heat.
I think we
Think
got
we
a
got a
little bit
little
of
bit of
an
an
echo.
echo.
You think we gotta get a little bit of echo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And on
Well,
my
on my
side,
side,
I
I
got
got
a
an
echo.
echo.
I don't know how you got an echo. Oh, maybe because you know.
Good morning. What's going on with everybody? I am well. And it,
That's probably why you heard the echo.
Oh
oh
yeah.
yeah.
That's probably why you heard the echo. All right, yeah, I got 3 tabs up. Dang,
Yeah.
you make $80 an hour. Holy crap! I just
Yeah,
now
it's a
It's a
lot of
reading.
lot of
money.
money.
I'm just now reading this crap. I'm like, what? Nigga, I never made $80 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$80 an hour? Get the fuck out of here, man! I know my homies crapping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
This
This
season
season
has
is
just
just
been a
been a
a
a
disappointment
disappointment
because they
because they
were
were
expected
expected
to at
to at
least
least make
make the
the
championship.
championship.
And you know what? And I'm glad you just said something. You know what, Skip Bayless? You are so low and you are so disrespectful.
What
You
do you
know what
say?
he
Say,
did this morning
What do you
what do you
do?
do?
when they found out the Lakers was he had to show a blooper reel of Russell Westbrook in his
Oh, I
Oh, I
turnovers.
hate when
hate
they
when they
do
do
that.
that.
Oh, that shit pissed me off, man. When he do that, I'm like, man,
Why
you
don't
Why
we
don't
know,
we
show
show
LeBron
LeBron
his
y'all
his
know,
turnovers?
turnovers?
LeBron
LeBron
lead the
lead the
league in
league in
turnovers.
turnovers
I don't even want to talk about Braun, man. It's over for that nigga for me. He been done. He been done in my book, man. But I know the ins and outs of the media and everything like that. But you talk about him, you hating on him, you do this, you hating on
I'm
him,
not hating on him.
and then the matter. There was times I gave him praise when he. This is just me.
Okay.
It's just my opinion. I'm just done with talking about him.
Okay.
I like him when he was in the beginning of his career.
Oh, everyone liked him.
You know, when in his beginning of his career, and then once I seen what he did, I was like, nah. I was like, this dude's built differently. I like this, and then you went to Miami, and then a lot of people don't understand how super stacked that Miami team was because
Stacked.
and you had the best shooter in the mother. Yeah, he had the best shooters. You had the best shooters. First time he had Mike Miller and James Jones.
Yeah,
He had Norris Cole, and then he had Norris Cole and Mario Chalmers. Shane Battier, yeah. And then eventually they end up getting Rashard Lewis. They didn't hardly even play Rashard Lewis, but
Then Ray Allen.
then they had Ray, you know. But dude, this dude had everything that's handed to him, and then you want me to give him extra credit points. I can't do that. Now, I don't get into who should be first team, who should be second team, who should be third team. Dude, how this dude could be first team, okay, I'm just talking to Shannon. But Skip, how can KD be first team? He missed too many games, Skip.
Mm-hmm.
How about your boy? What makes him qualify for it? Oh, he got to play 2 games to qualify for first team? Oh,
Wait. He only played 56 games.
What'd you say?
Oh, LeBron only played 56 games.
I don't know what makes them qualify. I don't get into all that crap. Right now, that nigga acting like he want niggas to give him a cookie and shit. You know,
you don't get no cookies.
You don't get no extra cookies or
Like they just won. Like participation trophy.
like for instance, it's about to be the playoffs, right? It's the playoffs. The Lakers are fully out of contention, right? We're gonna see how long they're gonna continue to talk about the Lakers all the way through. I guarantee they take the playoffs. They're gonna talk about them in the playoffs. They're gonna talk about them in the NBA Finals. Look, they're just like they shouldn't even be talked about.
Yeah, man.
Everybody want to shit on Brooklyn. If they actually kept the old format, Brooklyn would be in the playoffs right now. Still,
Most definitely.
I'm just saying. I'd rather be 8 than 11.
How you 11 games under?
Oh, let me just get this off too. Chris Bouchard.
Oh, you know you count.
Chris Bouchard, you want to sit there and be like Kyrie decision on him and choosing not to get the job derailed the next season. Man, you look like the devil himself. I can imagine you with a pitchfork. Salute to AZ. Hey, a lot of people sleeping on them Suns, man. Hey, the Suns been consistent.
Good team.
Of course, they ain't been talked about.
We know why. Yeah.
Oh, look at this nigga. This nigga about to get a hard on, man. I think this nigga be really talking for LeBron now, man. Every time somebody say something, he like Nick Wright. If somebody say something positive about him, it's good. When somebody say something bad about him, it's a wrap. Now, let's just go ahead and get with these other teams, man. I'll be talking about the Suns. What a great year to have. Shout out to my lady team, the Celtics. They turned their season around considerably, losing Robert Williams, but there's a good possibility Robert Williams could come back if they advance. So they gonna need Robert Williams because he brings that lot of versatility to their team, that grit, and also under that man, he will dunk on your ass and he'll throw your shit too. Chicago got a little setback with Lonzo. Stephen A. Smith, he was trying to sit there, try to, oh, congratulations, Chicago, but you out in the first round, like that kind of shit. Um, they all, and then they want to sit there. This is one thing I don't understand about y'all people. Y'all always want to use the same thing that the media, what they give you on mainstream. But do you? But what if you don't watch Chicago? Lonzo Ball is not. Caruso just recently just came back. So the games that they went 1-15 in, like or whatever they gonna say against good teams, you don't have your starting point guard, or you don't have your backup point guard, who is a great defensive player in his own right. That's why they went one in whatever they say they're gonna do. So if you don't do your homework, then you're gonna be dumb as a box of rocks. I heard people using that argument on these platforms, but they don't put that in the context because the TV they don't put that in the context. Okay, I'm gonna go. The high man yesterday, MB 45, 13 and 2. Buddy Hill had 25, 11 and 5. Darius Garland had 27, 6 and 10. Mo Mamba, he had 21, 12 and 3. Kevin Porter Jr. had 36, 2 and 4. Kyrie had 42, 3 and 6. Miles Bridges had 29, 9 and 129, 6 and 4. Tyler Hero had 35, 6 and 3. Pascal Siakam had 31, 13 and 6. Trey Young had 26 points, 4 rebounds, 15 assists. Brook Lopez had 28, 7 and 0. DeMar DeRozan had 43 and 6. Daniel Gafford had 24 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. Karl Anthony Towns has 26, 10 and 4. Keon Johnson at 18, 6 and 7 for Portland. And Jalen Horde had 24 points, 21 rebounds, 3 assists for the Thunder. The Spurs game, Devin Vassell, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Jokic, 41, 17 and 4. Grizzlies and Jazz, high scorers, game leaders. I'm just going what they got on NBA TV. NBA.com, excuse me, 28, 7 and 2. Rudy Gobert had 22 points, 21 rebounds. Pelicans had 9-man with Jackson Hayes, 23 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist. Davion Mitchell for the Kings, 15 points, 1 rebound, 17 assists. Russell Westbrook led the 28 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Devin Booker had 32, 7 and 4. Now, if they actually go by the real parameter of if they give what the NBA should be, MVP should be, Devin Booker should be MVP. But they changed. Now, if I had to say who MVP is, I know Embiid had a big game last night. Jokic has been Mr. Consistency. I will lean more towards Jokic. I would say Jokic than Giannis, but Giannis still has a great case as well. What he's doing in the league, and I have to say that's just my opinion. Hey, y'all can get mad and say it's Joel Embiid. Y'all can say whatever, but dude, when you gotta play your best when you play them good teams, bro. You gotta play your best. You gotta play your best when you play these good teams. You can't come out here and just you wanna shit on these little small teams, and then when they need you, you ain't nowhere to show up. You ain't nowhere to be found. You missing on a milkcarton.com. One thing for sure, 2 things for sure, 3 things for sure that I know that I got right was the Lakers season. I told y'all that wasn't gonna do nothing this year. Niggas say I was hating, I was capping, I'm mad cause whatever, whatever. Nope, I've been right and been consistent. They ain't gonna blame the corporate, but it is what it is. I know why they don't blame the corporate. But people that really believe everything that they see on TV and stuff like that, I ain't gonna get it. Um, my rookie of the year, I have to say it's Scotty Barnes. That's just my opinion. Um, Scotty Barnes been balling. I've been seeing a lot of the Raptors games, man, and his progression is going great. Now to y'all fans that if you see a slide in the person in your rookie's second season, you got some rookies that take a step back. Then you got some progress. Then you got some might take a step back the second year, and then the third year they'll go. But to me, I say about 6 years. It all depends on how hard they work on their game. This is just to me. It's just like how hard you want to work on your game. How hard you really want to be dedicated to your game. Let's just keep it real. And to the players, is that like the Memphis Grizzlies? That's been a great story despite what they've been through this year. Chicago Bulls, that's been a great story this year. Um, they the one that that took a hit, and then it started affecting the hit the most when it came to that COVID. But no matter what, to be in a position that they in, I give them credit. Yeah, I get credit to do. Injuries is a part of the game. Um, in Toronto, that's another team that started off real bad at the beginning of the season, and everybody was on and everything like that. You gotta give them their credit too because they turned their season around.
Salute, people. Price.
Was good.
Nothing.
Morning.
Chilling.
Morning. Yeah, I've been keeping up with Louisville because the homie Vaughn, shout out to my boy Vaughn, he been putting me up
Yeah,
on
I ain't
game.
I had to get my shit together.
Oh yeah, we are. Oh yeah, we all is, man, because this gonna be the last one I'm gonna do for a minute. You know what I mean? But
Your views.
yeah, man, that shit ain't gonna stop, bro. That's my
Hey,
shit.
the real round.
My views, like the last one that I did, it's still at the same amount of views that it was when I did it.
I know it's the niggas on TV be stealing our shit. Same shit we talk about our shit on the next day.
Yeah, but when you tell people that, they don't believe that shit. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck they don't steal from you, dude? This is America, man. These motherfuckers stole a whole goddamn country. Then they gonna tell you the truth about any goddamn thing?
They still trying to be black us. I'm still trying to figure out.
Yeah, man, but The teams that are eliminated in the West is the Lakers, Kings, Blazers,
I
Thunder,
already knew
and Rockets.
yeah.
In the West, I mean in the East, it's Wizards, Knicks, Pacers, Pistons, and Magic.
I gotta hit the bottle. You back of that. I can't even talk. I'm gonna play out.
Who you think is MVP right now?
Shit, I'm going with Giannis.
I can't go wrong with you on that.
I'm going with Giannis. The Bucks will be the number one team. They had injuries start season. Imagine if they had completely helped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all these teams started off be at the Bulls.
You're the board. All they people. At one point, the whole started bouncing.
LeBron missed the playoffs for the second time in 4 years, proof that the Kingston and Los Angeles has been a failure. It's been a failure, man. This is why I watch this shit sometimes, man. Because you know Shannon gonna cap. Go ahead and cook, man. I'm gonna listen to Shannon and see what he gonna say.
I'm gonna cook because these motherfucking bronze sexuals, whatever the fuck you want to call these niggas, they never stepped foot in LA talking LA shit. When I was talking about LeBron's rule, well, you said you should be grateful for one champion. I said, nigga, we used to 2-peats, 3-peats, bruh. That shit ain't no fucking successful in my eyes. Then you gutted the whole team. Just imagine if the Lakers would have stayed and built that young team out of that damn talent. They sold his soul for this nigga. The niggas want me to be, man, get your stupid ass on, bro. I ain't seen real greatness. Not this weak ass shit y'all trying to advertise. Damn, it's raining like a bitch out here. My bad. Excuse me. Come here, Feisty. Get your ass up here. Get out the rain. Get your ass in here. Yeah, nah, that shit's crazy. Fucking hate spree break. Gotta be the fucking worst weather ever. I don't know if they want to rain or they won't feel good. What's Shannon gonna say today? Not a goddamn thing.
They talking this nonsense right now. LeBron. He said He said Skip was already on. You talking about that bubble championship? Other than that, hey, they just keep it real. Other than that bubble ring, LeBron, 3 years, no fucking, come on, man, get the fuck out of here, man. If he would, like I sat there and said, look, I just want this, hey, whatever this dude controls the narrative. He play games. He played mind games with people. This dude been, and this is the thing. This man ain't been like this. This man always been like this. This man always moved like this.
Motherfuckers It's the reason why some players don't play with that nigga. Niggas know how that nigga move.
I don't know, man, but I'm just tired. Every time I've been saying this ever since I got no tickets yet. I never heard so many goddamn excuses for a player that's supposed to be the greatest of all time. He got the most excuses ever, but they judge everybody else accordingly.
Yeah,
accordingly. That's one thing I understand about Shannon Sharp. The way he cooked KD, he need to be cooking his home. He's saying, "Oh, he can't do that though." You know what I'm saying?
It'd be funny to me watching those Skip. They have everything. That shit be fun.
Skip on that nigga helmet right now. How that nigga didn't want to go to the ball and AD end up hitting the three.
I'll be sitting there watching that shit. I'll be like, nigga ready to cry. I remember I was talking about OD. I got tired of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, matter of fact, I had that jersey on yesterday. Before I had I had to. Now that college basketball is over with, I could put all my Kansas
Yeah,
stuff up.
y'all did y'all thing before. Well, fuck me, I was St. Peter. I ain't know that was gonna go that far.
Who?
St. Peter. One of the
Oh,
Kentucky.
and shout out to Shaheem Holloway too. A lot of people don't know he was Madonna's All American, and he was a beast at Seton Hall too. When I was growing up, we were around the same age. We were around the same age, but and congratulations Shaheem Holloway too, because he's also the new coach of Seton Hall basketball. Shout out to the brother, man.
That white boy with that mustache, was fun.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I like how they is. This whole tournament showed me one thing. You got to play defense, and not only you have to play defense, but a lot of the teams like for instance Houston. Houston's gonna be better next year because they choose leading scorers that they lost. Even though they're gonna lost White, they're gonna be back next year. The team that a lot of people need to look out next year for, look out for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Musselman got some brewing over there. He got some boys that's coming there next year is some dogs. Just like everybody else. Duke gonna still be up there. Carolina, Carolina going. All these teams gonna still, gonna reload.
I just told my boy part.
Louisville gonna be fine because you got Kenny Payne, and then you got Nolan Smith as a head associate coach. He left Duke. His dad used to play at Louisville.
Okay.
So he's gonna be Cause shout out to my boy Vaughn, man. He been giving me the updates on Louisville and stuff, man. But hey, Louisville, I'm telling you, Louisville gonna change. Watch, man. Louisville gonna get back to relevancy like how it was when I was growing up. Cause this Kansas team kind of remind me of that 2013 Louisville team because even though there was way more number one seeds in that tournament, but nobody wasn't talking about Louisville to win it. They were just talking about all these other teams and other teams because I was watching March Madness the whole time, even afterwards. And all these dudes that picked Carolina, and I know every single one of them picked Carolina. Only one I know that picked Kansas consistently has been Jay Billings and LaFonso Ellis. Everybody else. Yeah, I know because I'm just fortunate I actually did pick it. I mean, honestly, like the last 5 years, I picked the right champion because I've been watching it all year long. I know when teams are most teams that I know that win the championship in college basketball, they have a togetherness. They have a bond like it ain't no young, like it ain't no.
That's right. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I didn't got so far. I told people watch out for 15 and 16.
Yeah, and Murray State, and a lot of people don't understand about Murray State, and then that other team is gonna be coming to Division 1-2 in Louisville. I forgot who Vaughn was telling me this. And matter of fact, they would have made it to the tournament this year because they won the conference championship, but they didn't qualify this year. Man, who was that team is? It's out there in Louisville too. Man, I can't think of it. Out there in Kentucky somewhere, Louisville, Kentucky. I can't think of it. But yeah, so y'all could have had y'all could have had Kentucky, Murray State, and this other team that I'm talking about. That would have been 3 teams from Louisville that would have made the tournament.
Yeah. We still got Kentucky, Indiana. Indiana like an hour drive. Think Ohio. Chicago going 4 hours right from us.
Mm-hmm.
We don't got
Yeah, my bro. played college ball in Indiana at Valpo, so I know they play a lot out there. I was talking to the homie Vaughn, and he was like, "Man," and when I told him who my brother was, he was like, "Man, I see your brother play all the time on TV, bro." He was like, "Man, because we see all them Indiana schools, because Kentucky is so close to Indiana." I don't even know. See that I'm not even gonna make no predictions anyway because we got this play-in tournament. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go as such. I'm not even gonna worry about everything else. I'm just gonna let everything just die out and see what it's hitting for out here. Charles, my boy, why me too? I just not seeing you in the comments, man. Earlier, it just slipped my mind. I'll wait to see a couple more people come here and get this thing started up in here, man. Cause I'm ready to. Everybody needs to blame in LA. Every single one of them. But hey, though, Nick T, we already know, fam. You should already know they're not gonna bring LeBron James for anything. This man is just a. This man is Mister Do No Wrong, motherfucker. But we know this motherfucker. But other motherfuckers know this motherfucker do all the goddamn wrong. I definitely don't want to hear you calling because you be on that bullshit. You always want to do all these little analogies, relationship analogies, and you can do that shit in sports. Okay, let me see what I can watch right quick. Because that girl from Undisputed, she sounds just like Molly. Dude, you gonna talk about just Westbrook laughing at the post game? Dude, they always laugh. Dude, that's been their whole season, man. But when I call that shit out, but when I call that shit out, I'm a hater. You know what I'm saying? When I said they didn't need, when I was telling y'all niggas that them niggas need to practice, oh, we don't need to practice and shit like that. It's just preseason. They're fine. Russell Westbrook, he adjusts to every team he bends on, and he always end up figuring it out. You can't figure it out. Everybody's to blame for this, but the star player, the biggest player on the team, got to eat the fucking cake, anime, and that is RoboCop. You gotta eat that cake. All of the cake. This man gets all of the cake. I don't give a fuck at this 37. I'm tired of this fucking 37-year-old excuses and shit. Never 37-year-old play defense, do I see Kobe Bryant 37 still garner motherfucking great the best player on every team. I see even Jordan was doing it at 40. Get the fuck out of here. See, Nick, and this is one thing about Shannon Sharp. You're a dumbass.
I remember 2016, Kobe was guarding Kyrie and Klay Thompson.
Man, get the fuck out of here, my nigga. Like, Shetty, you was a dummy. And you got motherfuckers out here that really watch this basketball shit. Name a 37-year-old guard the best player. Dude, I see Kobe did it. I seen Jordan did it. Jordan was doing it at 40. And he was giving 40 pieces at 40. And Kobe left out with a 60 piece at the end of the deal. Get the fuck out of here.
See what Jordan even at 40 years old, Jordan still fold.
Man, that nigga gonna fold. He gonna fold no matter what he gonna do, man. And this is the thing. And they just get on my nerves with this every day. And then people will come on here and get mad at us for talking about it. That's just the bulk of that dumbass shit they be talking about. Also, that's really the only main reason why. I know everybody gonna blame what they're gonna blame Anthony Davis. Yeah, he eat that cake too, cause you the second best player, so you get to eat that cake too. Westbrook's got to eat it anyway though too. They all got to sit at the table and eat that cake.
Right. They built that. They got away with it.
And that's so. And I see LeBron, and I see RoboCop, and I see Anthony Davis sitting there being disengaged with their teammates, like they ain't even on the same, they ain't on the same team with them. They
I ain't gonna care. I couldn't have been on that team with them losers.
I seen RoboCop. I seen Anthony Davis laughing, and they getting their ass straight blown out. This ain't the first time, Nick T. This been going on. This been going on all season long.
Facts. Shit say.
But let them eat the cake, anime. Gotta eat that cake. I mean, all of the cake. We're going to see how much more they're going to talk about them. Because last year they talked about them after they got out the first round. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like I said, the Suns, man, and we're going to see if actually, dude, and this is one thing about these other teams, though, basic consistency. I've been seeing consistency from the Suns all year round. They have not put no doubt in my mind what they're trying to do. Memphis, they are a dangerous team. They only played one playoff series together. They did a play-in together, but this is going to be, we're going to see how far they're going to, that is my dark horse team, but just, a lot of people think that you need experience, which is true, that I think you do in a way, but when you're playing with household money, especially how they play, anything's possible, man. I know one thing, Jay Reed ain't gonna be there. He ain't gonna be there. They ain't, they showing, he's showing Anthony Davis now on the herd, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. You said the game was rigged, the Carolina game was rigged, napping my ass off? Nah, that shit wasn't rigged. Carolina should have blown them niggas out. That's what they should have done. I thought it was going to be a blowout by Kansas, but Carolina was clearly blowing their asses out. But it ain't how you start; it's how you finish. That's anything in life. That's anything in life. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be able to do it unless you sit there and get your ass up there and do it. Ain't nobody gonna tell you. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. I can tell you that. And it's a crying shame, though, too. I was reading about this, too. It's a crying shame that what happened in Georgia, where a referee gets jumped by teenagers. Whatever happens to y'all young men, I don't feel sorry for you. You're gonna jump on. You're gonna jump on. You're gonna jump on them. I mean, literally kicking and beating the heck out of them, everything like that.
And I'm
And I'm
damn
damn near
near
done.
It's
It's
just
just
shaking
shaking
my
my
head.
head.
Oh, NBA fans call out LeBron James after Lakers get eliminated from playoff contention, disqualified from GOAT race. I'm just going to read this article. For the fourth time in his 19-year career, LeBron has been eliminated to the race into the NBA playoffs. This is the second time this has happened in his 4 year stint with the Lakers, with the first time happened in his debut season in 18. He has been catastrophic, and as the Lakers started the season 0-6 in preseason, they struggled through the season and never showed promise that they would be a championship contender team should show. When LeBron had a historic scoring season for himself, who couldn't carry this team to wins. After all the talking for the Lakers had done about the team that they have built, to see it like this is to be quite spectacular. The internet is collecting, losing its mind at the moment, and a lot of hate is being directed. You know they're gonna try to make some feel. This is one thing about articles. This is on Fadeaway, by the way, too. This is on Fadeaway. However, there have been some fans that have been also sent positive messages towards LeBron. He spelled towards wrong, but the load he had to carry at 37, here we go, to make this team even remotely competitive was quite absurd, but that doesn't necessarily absolve him of the blame because a franchise did pin their hopes on him being a GOAT level player even now. At the point, there isn't just one factor to blame here. It would be erring to say James is not responsible for the disaster, even though he played up to his talent. He made poor decisions that shaped the roster and the team. And as his leader, he needs to be placed the blame upon himself. Frank Vogel and Rob Pelinka won't be absolved either, and nor will Russell Westbrook. A lot of heads may roll in the Lakers organization this summer. We know LeBron will be there no matter what, and they would try to make something happen for the team in his 20th NBA season. That was the article by Fadeaway by Eisen ISANBHATTACHARYA. And this article came out at 10:46 yesterday. Hey, you was officiating that tournament 3000. You talking about the one in Georgia, the one that the dude got jumped on? Are you serious?
Was that
Was
in
that in
Georgia?
Georgia?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Mm.
I thought it happened in Georgia because I heard a dude was talking about it and everything like that. Hey, G Corey, hold it down, man. I'm about to have Puff Puff give, bro. So I'm gonna get on in the car though on my phone though.
Okay.
Okay.
You,
You,
you
you
got
got
yours this
yours this
morning. I
morning.
wish
I
I
wish
had
I had
mine.
mine.
All
All
right.
right.
Like
Like
the
the
bomb.
bomb.
Hit my block a couple more times. I gotta take that trash out. That bottle damn near gone. That shit keep stopping and keep coming. Get that out your mouth, Feisty. Crazy ass. My bad, y'all. Whoever's listening, my dog. Nuts. Wait, the thief lights come back. So I gotta make an important phone call in a minute. She's still.
Hey, good G4. You could go ahead. I got it.
Got it now. We're good. I was telling y'all salute. I'm ready to make
Oh,
my
yeah.
way, take my way to work and get this money. But I got to call Granny to get some money. You know, Granny went out of town. I got the house to myself. So I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
holding it down for her, cleaning up and shit. So I don't got to hurry when she come back. You know, Granny's a
And
busy woman. I ain't trying to hurry now.
you know how we do it, though, too, man. Though, too. This is how I was with my mom, man. My mom didn't have to tell me nothing. The house was already done.
I love my mama to death, but I would rather live with Granny than Mama. The difference between Granny and Mama, Mama's street. Granny's educated in street.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, now Mama's educated, but Mama's just too street. And I just be like, I can't get my point across with her.
Yeah, man. Freak, man. Yeah. At least with grandma, at least you get that even clear. At least you get that even kill, though. You
Now,
got the
with
street.
Grandma, I know the difference between Mama and Grandma. Mama's street, because you know, Mama's a '70s baby. You know the '70s babies is. But
Yeah, I'm a
Granny,
70. Yeah.
yeah, but Granny's educated and she's street at the same time. So I respect with Granny knowing the difference.
Yeah,
With
yeah, she
Mama,
a double-edged sword. Yeah, she a double-edged sword.
yeah, with Mama just going, little Granny's going talking in a way I understand, an intelligent way, made me be like, okay, I know what I did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't 71 for a reason.
Yeah, that's the truth, man. You have a good day, man. But I'm gonna hold it down, man. I got it from here.
Okay, well, take care. I'll hit you back up when I get to work, when I get on the Wi-Fi work, or when I get free. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
make
I'm
my
gonna be on here for a couple hours because
salute. Good talking to you more. I know I ain't been here in a minute. I had to get myself back on my feet again.
man,
You
we
know,
all got to do that, bro. We all got to do that. You good? Have a good
good
one,
talking,
bro.
good talking with you, OG. I'll be
Yes,
good.
sir.
Bless.
Well.
Word. I'm out.
Oh yeah, 3,000. I know because I have a childhood friend who who does refereeing. And matter of fact, there was this lady that used to coach the basketball team at the high school. Her husband was a high school referee and everything like that. Salute, Alex. What's good? Oh, you said that was for 2 years ago? Oh, okay. Dang. That's crazy. That happened like 2 years ago. And everyone make it seem like why they make it seem like it just like recently just happened. Like that's all what's going on with it though. It ain't nothing going on, just chilling. Having some pop-up give time up in here. I'm gonna chill with y'all for a little bit. Shout out to Jacory for coming on here and chopping it up. I think it's another accident because this happened in this that happened this past weekend in Georgia where these kids, man, they literally, man, I seen the video. That shit look like that shit look like they shit like 2 years ago, look like today. But yeah, I seen people my homeboy was talking about on his channel. Hey, but 3,000 though, who you got for MVP? Who's your MVP 3,000 and who's your rookie of the year? You have Giannis. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that, man. It's just like with me, to me, it's to me, I know everybody. This is one thing about I ain't never pushed that narrative. Well, I never followed that media narrative. Like I never have. So I know they was pushing on Joel to be it and everything like that. But Giannis and Joker just been missing. They just been to me. They just been more consistent. You can't go with either one of them. What Joker's doing is crazy, man. And what Giannis is doing though too, they gotta try to bring back. Now they got Brook Lopez back in the fold and everything like that. And now, one person I think they missing now is Connaughton, right? But it's another hot day out here in the West Coast. We're our Ed. Hit the like, share, subscribe. You know, we all good over here. Just another sunny day. Another sunny day. Another great um day out here in the West. It's beautiful. I was gonna go to the spot and just chill this morning, but the spot over there has really changed over there because it's been a lot of homelessness. People been sleeping under there and all that other stuff. So I ain't been back over there. And the Joker just been killing, man. That boy just been. They want to say he, dude. Hey, that man is what him and Giannis is doing, man. It's just and Aaron Gordon has been great for the Nuggets and Aaron Gordon. It looks weird seeing Aaron Gordon with the Nuggets, but they all play good. And actually, Will Barton has been very healthy this year too. Man, he's so consistent now with his three ball now, and it's crazy, you know. Mhm. Hey, let me ask you, A3000, hey, to everybody that's in the chat, let's keep it real. I know most people in here that do be following me and stuff. We keep it real around here anyway. Press one if you think RoboCop should be first team All NBA. Press two if you say no. Cause now they try to make an argument for him being first team All NBA at 37. I don't see it. Who you knocking out? He ain't been better than DeRozan this year, and that's facts. He ain't been better than Giannis this year. That's facts. He's definitely ain't beating out Joker. That's facts. Uh, them three right there to me is just solid. If DeRozan don't make it, it's a travesty and it's a vendetta just to make Jay Reed make it. I'm just keeping it real. He did not, dude. fuck out. Hey, Bradley Beal didn't even make the first team when he led the league in score. So how the fuck did this man should? I just want to see how long they want to talk about this nigga, the Lakers. Now we know on this day, which was April 5th of last night, we're gonna see how long, all the way to the NBA Finals and championship, and whoever wins the chip, we're gonna see how many times they're gonna talk about the Lakers. So I'm gonna be watching. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody in the chat smokes though. But I when I moved out here, and it was legal out here. Uh, when I moved out here, I learned real quick to. Uh, I was already doing that anyway. Learning how to smoke by myself and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because number one, I don't trust a lot of people, and two, I don't know if I never been the type person. Hey man, you want to smoke this blunt? Nah, man. Why? Because number one, I ain't see you roll that blunt. Two, I don't know you like that. And three, no. You know, I got to see what the hell you doing. That's just me. You know, call me old fashioned and everything like that, but I grew up in the '70s. You got to know what the hell you doing. I never took any drink or anything that was open, anything like that. If it was cracked open, anything, it was something that belonged to me. And I was the only one that was doing whatever that I was doing with whatever that I had. Bigger fortune, bigger fortune, you already know, huh? I think my coach of the year, man, you could give the coach of the year, you could say Monty Williams, you could say Coach Udoka for the Celtics. Um, um, the coach for the Memphis Grizzlies. Uh, I thought Monty Williams should have won it last year. Um, then the ones my favorites though, the ones I just mentioned, I think should win Coach of the Year. I thought Monty should have won it last year, but he didn't because they gave it to Tibbs. The Grizzlies coach, you could say the Wizards coach, he could have some consideration as well, what he did. Um, no, is the Wizards out of the Wizards is out? Are they out of playoff contention? Hey, I'm not inside. I'm in the ride smoking my L. Is the Wizards eliminated from the playoffs? Because I mentioned all the teams earlier. Yeah, A 3000. That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's one thing about. I'm glad you said that in the chat too. That was one thing that we was taught growing up. If a ref is making a bad call, you got to learn how to adjust from that. You got to adjust to the referee no matter what. You have to do that. If and most teams that I seen, I'm talking about like in high school, right, and stuff like that. Especially you get to high school, you get the big time high school games, and and you know a team that's going to get favorable calls because they are the face You know what I'm saying? Of whatever. You gotta know how to counter that. You know, I see teams could do that. I seen teams do that. Like when you had that combination and you could play against the refs, no matter what. Just look at the game. One game, for instance, is just this game, for instance, right here. To me, like free throws. Carolina and Kansas. Carolina shot better than Kansas in the free throw line. Kansas had their best free throw shooters, and then they were still missing free throws. Carolina dominated them on the glass. They was the aggressor. And them two stats alone, they was you looked at them two stats right there. Anybody you looked at them two stats, you would think the Carolina won the game, but they didn't. You score 40, you score 40 at halftime. By the first half, you score 40. Second half, you're gonna score 29. That's a major difference. Oh yeah, thanks, Bigger Fortune. Yeah. I know the Knicks was out. Okay, I thought the Wizards was out. I thought that. I thought that. Hey, Bigger Fortune. Who was your rookie of the year? You know what? 3,000 degrees. I'm glad you said that. Bobby Williams should have won it twice, two times in a row because he should have won it last year, and he has a great case. Cause dude, if they go by the old criteria, he would have won Coach of the Year and Booker, and they could say whatever about Chris Paul. Man, Booker earned his stripes. Man, give that nigga his credit. He has earned his stripes. Don't do that. Y'all was underlining we was underlining when he wasn't doing it at a high level when he was scoring 70 points and they jumping up and down and your team was sorry. I think last year he learned a lot from last year's experience. Now he know how to use his teammates more. So we're gonna see, as they say, experience is a great teacher. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't at all the teams right now in the West. I just don't trust the Jazz. I don't trust them. I don't like them. They ain't show nothing to me. And I think, oh boy, he looked like Johnny Depp sometimes at everything. But Duke for used to play at Duke. Matter of fact, I think he should be fired. But he's one of them coaches that he could stay forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Oh, most improved player, man. That right there is kind of crazy to me because you could say Jordan Poole. Who he ain't the only nigga that's I'm trying to think right now. 'Cause I was just thinking about that. I was writing my list down last night. Who I think should have been most improved. Baines, that boy Baines from Memphis. You got to put him in there. Um, that boy Baines. Hey, shout out to TCU man, because they almost beat Arizona in the tournament, but they lost in overtime. But them two right there, I if I had to vote between, I say it's between them two, between Baines and Tyler Hero might get six man of the year. Tyler Hero. I don't think Tyler Hero has been better than the person who I just mentioned, the Baines on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? But Baines do start. But I could see why y'all say he has a case for a most improved player. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't understand how in the hell Jay Reed from Akron go make first team. Anybody says Booker is not first team, I don't know what y'all looking at. Now, like, I don't know what you're looking at. Small forward is what Giannis. What Giannis? Then you got Joker. So that's a great case that Giannis could be it. Then you want to, you could put Joker or Embiid for first team if they really want to do it like that. And then you got Booker. Now imagine, I know everybody want to put Luka in late. Now imagine if Luka, you see the shape that Luka is in right now. Now imagine he came in the NBA season like that. Then I would have definitely had Luka up there. And Jason Kidd also should get some coach. Yeah, he should get some votes too. What J Kidd did in Dallas has been amazing. I got to give him some props too. Yeah, big unfortunate. He did turn it around, but one thing that a lot of people forget about Devin Booker, CP3 gonna get the praise. Yeah, he did, but ever since the man went down and they just recently got him back, we gotta get that boy Phoenix. Phoenix ain't lost nothing. They ain't lose no ground. They still in first place. Booker is playing totally different. He's trusting his teammates a whole lot more now. He's a better leader this year. You could just see that, man. When you play with a person like, see, everybody think Chris Paul is negative. See, the people that thought Chris Paul was negative, what they do, they don't play with him no more. He's the only one that I've seen other than like a Gildas Alexander when he played with CP3, even though he's playing with the OKC Thunder, but still, learned from CP3 how to be a leader. Man, we gotta get them boys. We gotta get. Hey, I'm telling you, I get them boys. They fouls, man. Shout out to Hitman X, man. That's the squad, man. You gotta give Phoenix they props, man. They've been hooping, man. And everybody thought their season was gonna be over when it all CP3. Now CP3 back all of a sudden now. I just hope that, barring injuries, man, because we know injuries are part of the game. I don't make no excuses because these teams don't have their best player, and you know they, come on, man, we just gotta. I just, man, I keep it fair and real, man. I'm biased. I'm biased, but I know I don't know who's really been hooping in the NBA, even though I ain't really been in the NBA. Now my total focus is all in the NBA now. Now that college is over with now. The girls is over with, the men's is over with. Because we know back in the day, the first week, the next following weekend is gonna be the first weekend of the playoffs, seeds 1 through 8. Now we got a play-in tournament bullshit. So it's just like, So I'm not already. I ain't gonna be excited until actually that play-in bullshit get resolved. And Chris Paul always win too. When you win like that, and this is the thing I've been noticing too. I know Doc, even when Doc had them, Chris Paul been the same nigga. DeAndre Jordan didn't work on his game. Blake Griffin just thought he could just be dunking and all this other stuff. Jay Crossover was Jay Crossover. You know what I mean? And then they had Reddit. Them niggas didn't improve. They didn't improve each year, each year. So when you don't improve individually, that's what happens. And the coach always gonna take the blame at the end of the day. Let me give y'all a great example. Terry, long face, glass face ass Joe from Mike Tyson Punch Out. One hit, he's gone as motherfucker. Hit him with a star and his ass is KO ass motherfucker. Sitting there all looking all stitch face, looking like he jacks off with icy hot. Look what he had in Portland. You had LaMarcus Aldridge, you had Nicholas Batum, you had Matthews, you had Matthews, then you had Damian Lillard, and you had CJ McCollum. You had all that, and you let that, and you fucked that up. Y'all didn't want to sign LaMarcus Aldridge. Y'all decided to go with Dame, which was fine to some people's eyes, but they was the same player. But CJ is just a walking bucket, just a walking bucket. And Nurkic now, so now he's healthy. But when they really needed him, the times when they made it to the Western Conference Finals, them they never changed. They still was the same team, same identity. Then now you got Chauncey there now. Chauncey tried to get Dane to play like how these young niggas is playing. They ain't set in his ways. He ain't changing, bro. That's just me. And I like Dane, but not like Dane like everybody else like Dane. But I like players that could go two ways. I know some people say that he's a fake Steph Curry, but Dame is totally different from Steph to me. He's good in his own right, but Steph is every player is different. Just because he pulled, Steph ain't the only person that could pull deep. We used to see players in the NBA. We used to pull from deep back in the day. I used to see Dan Marley used to do it. I see Dan Marley used to pull from half court around the Phoenix Suns logo. It'd be nothing but net. Seen it all before. You just see it more at a higher clip now because the game has totally changed. The game has totally changed. Yeah, we gonna cross that bridge with them when they get their bigger fortune. You know, we gonna see how quiet they're gonna be. His fan base gonna make sure that his name's still gonna be talked about. The media outlets, we gonna see are they gonna change a different tune because this nigga's really out doing his whole entire time, especially with the play-in, and then you got the playoffs. Are you still man? No, man. Y'all got to start giving these other teams they just do, man. But knowing the media and see how y'all like to do y'all storylines and everything like that. Now I ain't gonna do that. If it don't fit the storyline, because the Bucks did it when they won the championship. They talked about it for 2 days, and after that, it was about the Lakers. Granted, Duke and Carolina was an epic game, and the championship game was just even more epic than the Duke game, barring thing. But I'm just keeping it real, putting it in perspective. Carolina would have won the chip. They be still talking about Carolina right now. It's just a fact. Kansas won the chip. It's just quiet, quiet storm, quiet wonder. Oh, and to all of y'all people on March Madness 360, every single one of y'all mugs. I mean, every single one of you, and all due respect, told you. Y'all been disrespecting Kansas, every single one of y'all. Every single one of y'all. I know your names. Yeah, I respect y'all work. I know y'all you do your job, you pick your pick and all that. But not now one of y'all gave any credit to Kansas. Not now one of y'all. And even go to ESPN to Bill Plaskey. When you defy the odds and you beat the storyline, they ain't gonna talk about you. That's just fact. Man, the play-in sucks. We just keep it real. The play-in sucks. The play-in freaking sucks. The play-in sucks. It does. It sucks. It does. So a team that's 9 and 10, they get extra credit points and everything like that. Oh, LeBron, you can't use the RoboCop. You can't use it to pad your legacy. And then you made it to the play-in and made it. Yeah, you can't have that storyline, because you don't even qualify for it. Let us just keep it real. If Brooklyn stayed at AC all year long, they would have been at 8. They would have made it anyway. If they'd have been 9 and 10, or I'm cooking their ass like fine. Man, they getting cooked anyway. To me, everybody's talking about Brooklyn, but to me, dude, defense matters, man. You can't. You gotta learn how to stop somebody. That's just anybody. You gotta learn how to stop people, man. You can't know how to stop people that don't know what the hell y'all doing. Just cannot score everybody. As that saying goes, defense wins championships, right? And who the hell do they got as the defensive stopper? I'm not hating. That's just any team. You got to have defensive players that are locked in defensively. If you ain't played defense all season long, what makes you think you're gonna play defense in the playoffs when it's really slowed down? That's just any team. If you ain't played defense all year, I don't believe no team that don't play defense all year long, and then you just gonna start playing defense in the playoffs. I ain't never seen that shit in my life. If that happens and win the championship, then I admit it. Until then, that is to be continued. And I agree with you. If you can't make the playoffs in the 82 game season, what the fuck you should be doing in the? It don't make any sense to me, man. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that was a key loss for the Bucks. It's a key loss for the Bucks, but they still got Giannis. They still got Drew Holiday and Bobby Portis. He's okay defensively, but he ain't no PJ Tucker. But he ain't no bat down ass motherfucker. But I won't be surprised if Milwaukee came out the East. I'm just keeping it real. That's just me personally. I just think they just a lot of teams they just disrespected them because KD and them didn't make it last year. I mean, hey, you can't help it. They're the champions. They're the champs. So you got to beat the champ. Yeah, you gotta beat the champion, man. But yeah, y'all, it's been nice chopping it up with y'all, man. I'm about to get up out of here, get the day started. First with the lady, make sure my queen is okay, make sure she good. Y'all have a good one, man, and y'all be safe out there, man. Like seriously, man. Like this is my last one I'm doing for a minute. I ain't bullshit. I got some things in the up and ups. That's for me. But anybody that you know that does video, Mac Cook and all them, people that I know that I chop it up with that comes on here chopping up. They got pages. I still support y'all, man. Listening. I don't comment pretty much on a lot of shit. I just be listening, man, and keep doing what y'all doing, man. That's for the ladies too, man. Y'all keep on doing y'all thing as well, man. Uh, your story ain't over, and this war ain't over with yourself. You know, you just gotta trust. You gotta trust the Most High. Just let them go. And just let it. Once you let things go, that's one thing I had to learn how to do in my life. Once I learned that a lot of things go in my life, everything's going up and up. All right, but hey, yeah, I appreciate all the love and support people do truly send, people do that come through, and everything like that, and even those that don't. Yo,
Yo, what's up, T Price?
yo, I was just about to end the stream, but I'll stay on for a bit since you here. What's going on?
Damn, man. Polo was talking about that the other day, man. I said, man, salute to T Price, man. You know, we were saying that the other day, man. You know,
Saying
you
what?
know, you know. You say your tickets channel and what's it called? Said Kansas gonna win that one. And you said South Carolina will go win the what's it called?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah. I
yes.
get it, man. And I just happy for the Big 12, man, because it's the first time this ever happened in history that we won back to back. Big 12 won back to back
What Baylor?
national
You
champion.
talking about Baylor?
Baylor, Baylor,
Okay.
Baylor in the Big 12 too.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the first time. That's the first time in Big 12 history we won back to back.
Yeah. But you say you was a Kansas fan. I said, let me salute the T Price, man. You know,
Hey,
for the first
yeah,
time since 2008, man. You know, the Kansas
yeah,
Jayhawks won the NCAA championship with Bill Self with Mario Chalmers. Mario
yeah.
Chalmers was through.
Mario was there. Mario was there. A lot of players was there. I know a couple players couldn't be there, but the main people I seen because one of my partners was there. He was in the same row as Chalmers and Paul Pierce was like right behind him
Oh
and
yeah.
everything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because my boy he graduated from Kansas. He was on that he was one of the at that time he was already working at Kansas because he graduated from Kansas and he ended up working in the athletic department. So he he bought his ticket in advance. Once they found out Kansas was going, he was like, "Man, geez, man, I'm going to the game, bro." It was like, such gonna be there, such gonna be there. I was like, man, y'all just have fun. And hey, I'm just glad Kansas was actually winning New Orleans. Third time was a charm because we was 0-2. I remember Duke beat the fuck out of us, and
Yeah,
I remember no,
1991, right?
no,
1991, right?
right. I remember when Duke
1991.
Grant Hill caught that alley oop. I didn't like that
Yep.
bullshit. Uh, 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 I did not like Chuck J. I did not like Duke back
and
then.
And
I don't care nobody
I
say.
think I
I
know.
don't care nobody
I
say.
think
I
I
don't
know
care if
the other
nobody
one.
say. I think that game was rigged when they beat when they beat UNLV when the UNLV was undefeated that year.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this though, bro. Listen, I think it's I think about 2003 when Kansas lost to Syracuse with
Yeah, they lost to Syracuse because
Hakeem
yeah, because Key
Hakeem
Ward blocked my boy Kurt Heinrich, Captain Kurt.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, we had a
Nick
good team that year.
Collison.
Nick Collison, yep. And then we
Yeah.
lost 2012 in New Orleans to Anthony Davis and them. And that team was definitely wasn't supposed to make that. That's when they had Thomas Robinson and what's that? Whitley, Whitley. 'Cause he was
Yeah,
from Arizona. Yeah, he was from Arizona. He was a soccer player, but he ended up playing basketball. He
yeah.
was a good
Oh,
player for
yeah.
Kansas, and that's when they had number 24, what's his name, Radford, and they had number 10. What's that dude's name, man? I can't. He's from Jersey too. What's that dude's name? He was on that Kansas team too.
Number two, man, bro. Well, I'm a salute to you. I was looking for you. Give you a salute, man. You know, Polo already told me about it. I said, okay.
Hey, bigger fortune. Hey, I'm just gonna tell you real. Hey, JMJ gonna tell you this too. It's gonna be tough sledding for UConn. You know why? Everybody is fucking deep as fuck. You think South Carolina good this year? Wait how good they're gonna be next year. All these girls teams is loaded up. UConn is not the dominant team that you used to seeing.
That's right. Not with Diana Taurasi, Rebecca Lobo, whoever,
Yo,
Maya Moore, man, Gino
hey, I'm gonna
Oriana,
take it way back. I'm gonna take it way back. You remember the Keisha Scales, number
I probably
42?
know. It's been a while. It's
Yeah,
been a while.
she was on that Rebecca Lobo. She was on that first national championship team.
Yeah,
Lakeisha Sales, number
yeah.
42, the light
Okay.
skinned girl. She was a
Yeah.
walking bucket. That girl was a and that was one girl she was one of my favorite UConn players ever.
And
For
sometimes
real. I like her better than Maya Moore. I like her better than all the motherfuckers. Cause Lakeisha Scales, that girl was a bucket. That girl was a bucket. I used to like her game. She was man. She never got the problems like she did when she was at UConn compared to everybody else. Lakeisha Scales was a
yeah,
beast.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you this there, bro. Wish we had the NBA helping the WNBA the college players out. We had it should be back in '95. It should be back in the '70s, the '80s. You know, you had I just
Right.
see the yeah the '70s and the '80s when we where they supposed to have the ladies out there, man. You know,
Yeah.
with the NBA, man. You know, but they
The
made it
old
in
Louisiana
'95.
Tech, the old Louisiana Tech team, and the Shell Millers, and then the Cynthia Cooper, and then you had Don Staley at Virginia, then you had Latin at North Carolina, and then you had Nikki Teasley
Yeah, I'm gonna tell
at
you. I'm gonna tell you.
Carolina.
I wish. What's it called? I wish we had the Marion Joneses of the world.
Oh,
So
Mary
you want to
Jones.
have a fight with
Then you had
Mary Jones and Charlotte Smith. Charlotte
Charlotte
Smith.
Smith, right, and the Lobo twins, called Coco. No, not the Lobo twins. Coco and the Miller twins from Georgia.
Yeah, man.
Them girls was
This is
nasty.
what. This is what.
Lakeisha
Yeah,
Fred,
man.
Lakeisha
This is
Fred.
crazy, man. This is crazy. Why can't you had your NBA, ABA, NBA, and all that the '80s and the '90s, man? We could have had a Cheryl Miller up in the WNBA, but she coached though.
Yeah,
With the WNBA. So
right,
well,
right.
I already know. Man, I know some, but I could get snippets off of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy, man. We need to help our black brothers and sisters out, and others too, man. You know, no, in back in '85 or the '80s, man, we could have had us a what's it called, man? But they
Hey,
went overseas. They went to overseas and what's it called? Got their championships and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, a lot of them did go overseas, man. I'm trying to think of them girls, uh, that paved the way. Yolanda Griffin,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yolanda,
Yeah. I heard of that name
and
before.
then Carl Malone daughter was nice
Yeah.
too. She
Yeah.
played for Detroit Shot.
Carmelo looking like his daddy anyway. Looking like his daddy.
Look just like her dad.
She won for the Detroit Shot with Bill Lane Bill, right?
Yeah,
She
she
won
played with
the WNBA championship with the Detroit Shot with Bill Lane Bill, correct?
yeah. They had Deanna Nolan. They had Nolan. That girl was
Yeah.
a beast too. She went to Georgia, I think she went to Georgia. Yeah, I think she did went to Georgia. That girl was a man when she was at Georgia. Woo! I remember
Oh,
Lakeisha Pratt. I remember the Sparks.
this.
Lisa Leslie. Yeah, Lisa
Yeah.
Leslie. And then
Hmm.
and then the Sparks were just loaded, man, with Kim Perrott. And then you had Cheryl Swoops. Then you had Thompson, Tina
Parker.
Thompson.
Parker.
Yeah,
Parker
yeah,
with the LA Sparks,
yeah,
Tina
Candace.
Thompson.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, Tina Thompson was a beast too. That girl,
Hmm.
that girl was a bucket. The Sparks won like the first three, the first four, some shit like that.
I think in the 2000s the Houston Comets was killing. The Houston Comets was killing with 95, 96, 97 or something like that, When they had Cheryl Swoops, she came later on with Cynthia Parker. They
Right.
went up against Cynthia Cooper and what's it called? With doggone went up against Don Staley and
Virginia.
no,
Yeah, that's
no,
when yeah.
Teresa Witherspoon. Teresa
Teresa
Witherspoon with
Witherspoon. Yeah, Witherspoon. Yeah, Witherspoon was nice too. She was nice.
with Bricker Lobo, you know how they man. I just hate it when they mess up their knees, try to do what the WNBA sacrifices them to do. What they sacrifice, what the WNBA, what they trying to do, bro. I mean, that was
hmm
crazy. Man. That was
hmm
real crazy. I ain't mean to come in late, man. I ain't mean to come in late. You know what I'm
Oh man,
saying?
you good, man. Man, you good, man. I'm just chilling, man, cause nobody was on and stuff like that. Cause this gonna be my last stream for the month. You know what I mean? Cause I'm doing that little month. I'm doing that free monthly shit. So they already let me know that my hours is getting low. I could still record up to 5 hours a day if I wanted to, but it all
Yeah, man.
depends how it
Man,
go.
man, you can't talk about nothing. We ain't cussing or nothing. We ain't cussing or nothing. We just
I'm
know
just
how
doing
we just know
I'm
our
just doing the
history.
free shit. I'm just doing the free shit, man, because when I was all the money that I've invested in this every single month since I started, I ain't been ripping the benefits of it. So because they've been, cause you already know how it goes, man. When you speak that truth, man, that they ain't gonna put you out there, man. I know
Yeah,
cats. I know cats that got over. I got friends that got over 7, 8, 9K subscribers, and if they go live, they got 5 or 10 people in their chat room.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it don't matter. It don't matter what level you get on out here. And I'm just gonna say something to the young people, man, out here, man. YouTube is made for y'all. YouTube is made for y'all. Cause most people that use YouTube are younger people. So that's how you benefit getting a lot of subscribers. Now, I'm just gonna say this: just because you got the subscribers, don't change up on the people that
Yeah. Don't
that
act
new
brand new. Don't act
right.
brand new.
Yeah, don't add brand new because you got people that know you from other platforms, and then now you acting all. Now you ain't gonna get blessed like that way, man. You ain't gonna get blessed that way. That's male or female. I'm just keeping it real, man. Y'all, I see too much stuff for that, man. I see not just the people who I know, even other people that I listen to. You know what I mean? That that are not um basketball community, but they're dealing with other issues and other platforms. It's the same
Mhm.
toxic stuff, and I be trying to tell them, and y'all got to chill out with that stuff. It ain't. No, man. Why can't we just be happy for one another, support one another, do something that's
Yeah.
honestly right? We already got
Yes.
too much negative bullshit already that's out here, but y'all niggas ready to support the bullshit to listen to the real and support the real. That is a true fact.
Yeah, man. We try to, but I don't. I wish I could do videos like you doing and Polo and Ticket and LBC and Too Raw and Town Business, man. Man, I try to support it the best way I can, man.
Man, I'm the same way too. I mean, I listen to everybody. I always listen to Ticket and I listen to everybody. I listen to LB, Too Raw for Sports, Too Raw
LB,
Classic,
me
LB,
too.
LBZ, James, know your boy when he decided to do one. We got new niggas like Greenleaf. We got Time Out with Mr. Maz, and
Yeah.
you got SFM. You got Sean. He has his own little channel. Cook and Smoke Sports. You got Matt. Uh, uh, you got cats out here that's really that it's just me. Like, and you got Showtime. Showtime be having some streams and stuff like that. I be catching his streams late though, because I don't be getting a notification. I literally just got little put his name in. If he end up being live, that's how I end up catching him yesterday. The last couple of
Yeah,
times he been live, but you got people out here, man. But it's hard to support everybody. But
yeah. It's that's a very point. You hit the nail on here. You can't support everybody, man. Then you see on their notifications, you can't. What's it called, man? You can't. That's all you can do is hit the like
hmm
button. But you know. I
yeah, they
try. I
know
try to
who to
do
they know
the
who to
best.
mess with and everything like that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all have a great day, man. Like, share, subscribe, man, and I'll holler at y'all later, man.
And salute to Kansas and salute to Carolina too. Even though we lost,
Hey,
even though we
then
lost.
bar none, bar none, Carolina is great. And then next year, Hubert Davis gonna get players that he wants. You see what I'm saying? Now
Yeah,
and mix them
I
with
think that's a setup for that, ain't it? That's a setup for that. You know what I'm saying? Just like
yeah,
Roy Williams, man. Just like
it,
with Matt Doherty, he had the same players, but Roy Williams, what's it called? Roy Williams got that national championship in 2004, 2005 season. So
right.
Bill Self, he did his thing,
And it was
with my old
crazy.
channel.
It was crazy how both of them is because they both preceded Roy Williams. That's the craziest thing about it. They both
Yeah.
preceded each other because I'm gonna give a short story about Roy Williams, right? So
Uh-huh.
when I was in the ninth grade, uh,
Uh-huh.
I stayed in Albemarle condominiums, and people know about Lawrence, Kansas. They know one thing: or for you to stay at Albemarle on condominiums, you gotta have money,
That,
right? So the people
man,
who I was
that's
staying with,
crazy.
people who I knew that stayed there had a crib out there, right? So
Hmm.
I went to school for the first day and at West, and then I came back home, and it was like, "How was school?" And it was cool and everything like that. And so then I saw this dude out there playing ball, and he waved at me, and he was like, "Hi, my name is um,
Yeah,
got it." And his son was a big time. I was like, "Oh, so you the dude I've been reading about?" Man, y'all won all Lawrence High. At that time, Lawrence High won like 10 straight. I think in the 90s, they won like 10 straight high school titles, something like that, bro. State titles, football.
wow,
Yeah,
wow.
they was real dominant in the 90s. It was so big that they forced them to do two schools. Now it's Lawrence Free State. It ain't Lawrence High no more. Because back in the day, when I was there, when it was almost the end of the ninth grade year, I had to enroll in Lawrence just before I ended up going back to school back with my folks. But before then, they told me there was like, "Hi, welcome Lawrence High," and I was like, "Hi." They was like, We heard a lot about you. You want to play ball?" I was like, "Nah." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Nah." I was like, "I don't want to play ball." I was like, "But they said you got to have 50 credits to graduate." I was like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, you got to have 50 credits to graduate, and you got to swim, have a swimming requirement to swim in the end before you can graduate." And most people,
Mm.
last hurdle, they can't swim from end to end.
Dad, that's like Michael Phelps type shit, won't it?
Hey,
That was some
I'm
Michael
dead, I'm
Phelps
dead
type
serious.
shit, man.
I'm dead serious. The lady
Yeah,
told me, she
I'm
was like,
serious too, man. I'm
she
serious,
looked
man.
at me. I was
Yeah.
like, lady, I don't even swim. And, she said, I know how to get in the water and I know my limits and like stuff like that. But she was like, sweet, for you to graduate, you have to swim in the end. And that was when Family Matters came out with that episode where Urkel had to learn how to swim, and he had.
Wow, man.
Man, I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. And then I ended up going back to in that high school at that time, you needed 50 credits to graduate. So everything counted as a credit.
You probably had to quit and go to the military and go get some correspondence courses so you could go what's it called?
No,
Go back with the head.
I ended up getting sent back to my folks, and at my high school at that time. At that time, it was 21 credits to graduate from high school. So I
Yeah,
would have graduated, and I ended up going to Jocko anyway, my senior year anyway. So I'm not.
mm,
So I did my color.
man.
It took me a while to do. It took me a year to do that culinary. So they
Yeah.
had me more. They had me
Oh,
more
oh, oh,
focused.
oh, you can cook. You can cook something like Emerald Live and all that stuff, man.
Man, I've been man. I cook so much, man. I'm at the point of my life now, man. I don't even cook no more, man. It's time for somebody to cook for me now. I'm at that stage, but I'm about to go maybe. I'm serious, bro, because
Yes.
cause
Yes, sir. Yes,
everywhere I
sir.
lived, and even the women I dated in the past and stuff like that, man, them kids was, I was in there throwing down. Sometimes, then I used to tell some of them kids, I'd be like, hey, I don't like that. I'd be like, hey, I don't know what to tell you. This is what I'm cooking. I
Okay.
guess you're gonna be hungry. And then I'd be like, just try it. Just try it. Cause then I've been around kids that they mom didn't even cook. All they gave them was fast food all day long. Like, hey, and then when they get it, then I've been around women that cook, they didn't want to cook for their kids, but they cook for themselves. Though. I'm like, man, you out cold like a mother. I'm like, how you gonna make yourself something to eat? You see your kids in there starving. I go in there and cook them something to eat because that's how my mom was like that. Every people that I know, they don't like no kids being what hungry.
That's right, man. We struggle on America's hunger rate, man. I've been seeing commercials, man. It's just real crazy right now. Real crazy around the world, man. You can't cook for
Oh,
your
let me tell
kid.
you a funny story. So we was at the store yesterday, right? So I looked at my
Uh-huh.
homie. I was like, my homie was like, man, I want a hungry man, right? So I was like, you want a hungry man? He's like, yeah. He's like, with the all hungry man dinner. He was like, yeah. Can you remember? He was like, you remember the hungry mans that we used to
Yeah.
get back in the day? I was
Martin.
like, dude. And I looked at him I was like, dude, them hungry mans ain't like that no more. He's like, man, bullshit. I was like, dude, I guarantee you they not. So he placed a little side little wager little thing. He's like, all right, if the Hunger Man is not big like you say it is, then I gotta do cause he know I don't bet. People that know me, they know I don't bet money and shit like that. So
Oh, okay.
so he went.
Let me answer this phone call there.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. You have a good one though. I'm gonna end it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna end
you
it
have a
up.
good one, T-Price. Salute the Kansas, salute the Carolinas, man. Salute to y'all.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, getting back to the story. So he ended up losing it, and the Hunger Man was small. Then it was small. It was very small. So he ended up losing. He ended up losing it. But salute again once to everybody. May the best team wins in the playoffs, and I just hope y'all team just made it, barring injury. We just gonna see what it's in for. Um, other than this play-in bullshit, we're just gonna see. But like, share, subscribe, like what you hear and everything like that. Support the movement. Everything that's posted right there at the bottom of the ticker. If not, show still gonna go on anyway. Uh, I just want everybody to be great, be happy, be safe, man. Be positive, man. And your story ain't over, man. You still writing your story. All you gotta do is put that work in. If you don't put that work in, it ain't gonna come to your lap. So uh, we gotta we just gotta be like that, all right? I appreciate everybody coming through, man, but I'm out. Peace.